All right, everyone, buckle up because the sports world is spinning faster than ever, and you're tuned into the Rodgers Report, where we break down the headlines you need to know. We've got an absolutely jam-packed show today, featuring seismic shifts, high-stakes showdowns, and predictions that are already setting the internet ablaze. Get ready for the kind of inside scoop that keeps you ahead of the game, because the action never stops and neither do we. First up, a quarterback returns to face his old stomping grounds in a matchup that's already got fans buzzing with anticipation. This is the kind of drama you can only find on the gridiron. Then, we dive deep into the whispers and the bold pronouncements surrounding a veteran signal caller's potential final season. Is it a triumphant swan song or a season of struggle? We've got the expert takes that are dividing opinion. And that's not all. We're also looking at a team that's making massive moves, handing out big contracts, and betting big on a comeback. Can they deliver on those sky-high expectations? You're not going to want to miss a second of this. Stick around, because the updates you've been waiting for are right here, right now. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Rodgers' return, Steelers vs. Jets season opener. Get ready for a Week 1 showdown that's straight out of a Hollywood script. The Pittsburgh Steelers are heading to MetLife Stadium to face the New York Jets, and all eyes are on one man, Aaron Rodgers. This isn't just any season opener. It's a highly anticipated reunion as Rodgers steps onto the field against his former team, a narrative rich with subtext and potential for explosive play. While Rodgers himself is playing it cool, downplaying any notion of revenge, the scheduling gods have certainly delivered a dramatic opening act for his 21st NFL season. Rodgers, now with the Steelers after a tumultuous tenure with the Jets that was cut short by injury and a team that ultimately moved on, is stepping into a new chapter. He missed all but a few snaps in 2023 due to a torn Achilles, and then endured a difficult 2024 season with the Jets. His decision to sign a one-year deal with Pittsburgh signifies a determined push in what could be his final year. He's embracing the new in Pittsburgh, focusing on building chemistry with new teammates like DK Metcalf and Jonnu Smith, and even praising the depth of the Steelers' tight end group. Despite not having played a full live game since the end of the 2024 season, Rodgers is confident in his ability to execute. He's spoken about the excitement and anticipation of Week 1, emphasizing that playing the Jets is merely incidental to the thrill of competition. The buzz around this game is palpable, with fans eager to see how Rodgers performs in his Steelers' debut against his former club. Analysts are dissecting every angle, from Rodgers' current form to the Jets' new direction under coach Aaron Glenn. The stage is set for a compelling narrative, win or lose. Will Rodgers silence the doubters in his return to New York? Get ready for the expert predictions that are shaking up the league as we break down the bleak outlook for his season. Rodgers' final season, expert doubts cast shadow. As Aaron Rodgers prepares for his potential final NFL season with the Pittsburgh Steelers, a cloud of skepticism hangs heavy. Recent practice footage has ignited concerns about his mobility and overall effectiveness, leading many experts to predict a disappointing campaign for both Rodgers and the Steelers. The Athletic survey of 46 staff members revealed that the Steelers received the most votes as the biggest disappointment of the 2025 season. Commentators like James Boyd of the Indianapolis Colts noted that Rodgers, coming off a torn Achilles in 2023 and visibly slowed by various injuries last season, may lack the improvisational skills that defined his earlier career. Without that signature playmaking ability, they argue Pittsburgh's playoff aspirations could be in jeopardy. This sentiment is echoed by Kansas City Chiefs writer Jesse Newell, who suggested this could be the first time coach Mike Tomlin falls below .500 in his tenure. Adding to the gloom, NFL columnist John Greenberg expressed worry that the Steelers' prolonged search for a long-term quarterback since Ben Roethlisberger's retirement is finally catching up to them. He fears that despite a strong defense, the team might finish below .500 this year, even with the Rodgers acquisition. While DraftKings has Pittsburgh at favorable odds to make the playoffs, the underlying expert opinion suggests a challenging road ahead. It seems Rodgers, whether he admits it or not, may have just received some significant bulletin board material for his return to MetLife Stadium. This looming question mark over Rodgers' performance has created a divide, with betting odds suggesting playoff potential while expert analysis points towards a season of struggle. The narrative is clear. Can Rodgers defy the bleak predictions and lead the Steelers to success, or will this be a season defined by disappointment? Can the Steelers overcome these dire predictions and make a playoff push? Next up, we're handing out superlatives for the Steelers' 2025 season. Who's poised for greatness and who might fall short? Steelers superlatives, predicting the 2025 season standouts. As the Pittsburgh Steelers gear up for their season opener against the New York Jets, the team's front office has clearly signaled high expectations by investing heavily in both new talent and existing veterans. With the roster overhaul complete, the question remains: who among the Steelers will shine brightest in 2025? We're diving into predictions for the team's end-of-season awards, highlighting the players expected to make the biggest impact. The success of the Steelers this season is intrinsically linked to the performance of quarterback Aaron Rodgers. His confidence, and the confidence his teammates place in him, could pave the way for a truly remarkable season if everything aligns. On the receiving end, significant expectations rest on DK Metcalf, who Rodgers believes can match his career high in receptions. The defense is expected to be anchored by TJ Watt, who, after a strong 11.5 sack performance in 2024, is poised for an even bigger year following a substantial offseason contract. The rookie class also features potential stars, with Caleb Johnson being a notable pick given the limited options at running back. Safety Keanu Black is anticipated to seize significant reps, especially with Derek Harmon sidelined. Miles Thornhill is expected to be a defensive tone-setter, stepping into a key role. Emerging talents like second-year receiver Roman Wilson are also generating excitement, predicted to compete fiercely for the number 2 receiver spot. Veteran additions like safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson face high expectations, though they may need to outperform established players like Joey Porter Jr. and Jalen Ramsey to truly live up to the hype. Linebacker Cole Holcomb is a feel-good story, making a comeback from a career-threatening injury. Even the coaching staff isn't immune to scrutiny, with special teams coordinator Danny Smith being recognized as the most consistent coach on the staff. These predictions paint a picture of a team with high aspirations, relying on a blend of veteran leadership, new acquisitions, and emerging talent to navigate the challenging 2025 season. The individual accolades serve as a barometer for the team's overall performance and potential. Will these predicted standouts deliver on their promise and lead the Steelers to glory? Get ready for a deep dive into the NFL offseason as we explore the biggest moves and potential dynasty shakers across the league. Jets offseason overhaul, a new era begins. As the Pittsburgh Steelers prepare to face the New York Jets in their season opener, the Jets themselves are embarking on a significant transformation. Following a disappointing 5-12 record in 2024, the organization has undergone a substantial overhaul, aiming to revitalize the team and forge a new identity under first-year head coach Aaron Glenn and newly appointed general manager Darren Mauji. This offseason has been defined by bold decisions and a clear commitment to building a competitive roster for the future. The Jets' strategy has involved a mix of aggressive free agent signings and strategic draft picks. While specific player movements aren't detailed in the provided text beyond the context of Rodgers' departure, the implication is a broad reshaping of the team's personnel. The departure of Aaron Rodgers and the subsequent decision not to retain him marked a definitive turning point, signaling a shift away from the past and towards a new direction. This move, coupled with the hiring of Glenn, suggests a desire for a fresh start and a different coaching philosophy. The team's performance last season, marred by injuries and inconsistency, necessitated significant changes, and the front office appears to be acting decisively to address those shortcomings. Fans are keenly watching how these changes will translate onto the field. The AFC East remains a competitive division, and the Jets will need their new acquisitions and coaching staff to gel quickly. The success of this overhaul will be measured not only by wins and losses, but also by the team's ability to establish a cohesive and resilient culture. The early signs point towards a team eager to prove its doubters wrong and establish itself as a force in the league. This strategic reshaping of the roster and coaching staff sets the stage for a critical season for the Jets. The narrative of rebuilding and transformation is central to their upcoming campaign. Can the revamped Jets squad surprise the league in their first season under new leadership? That's all the news for today, but don't go anywhere. We've got a lightning round recap coming your way next. All right, that's a wrap on today's action-packed report. We saw Aaron Rodgers return to face his former team, the Steelers, starting their season against the Jets. Experts are weighing in with a bleak outlook for Rodgers' season, questioning if he can defy the odds. And we looked at the Steelers' potential superlatives for 2025, predicting who will shine. Don't miss out on any of the breaking news. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this episode. Subscribe to the Rodgers Report for all your essential sports updates. Ring that notification bell so you're always in the know, and drop a comment below with your thoughts on these stories. Follow us on all social media platforms to stay connected. We'll see you next time.